Welcome to One Word Today. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. Today's expression, 3-digit, and it captures such a strong social movement and counter movement in China since 2017-ish. That is 996. It is a work schedule that I don't know if only Chinese can handle that or if they actually can. But it's made of 9 to 9, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., 12 hours a day, times 6 days a week. Okay, 24/7, it's some businesses, saying that we're open 24/7, something like that, right? So that means all the manpower behind it have to maintain this 24/7 operation. That's going to take several shifts, right? But in China, especially in the technology companies who are, programmers, coders, they have to meet the deadlines, cut their make their cut over there to survive in this such big corporations, powerful technology companies. Instead of like in America, the technology companies are kind of wooing the talents by providing them such a nice work-life balance and all kinds of pampering treatments like free food or massage or that. In China, the expectation is almost like a reverse of that. Instead of treatment with plenty of playtime so that people can get creative and willingly to come up with better solutions. Over there is almost like a modern slavery. You have to kind of toil over this coding things and for long hours to try to meet your deadlines, something like that. I worked in a manufacturing industry before with Chinese companies, first generation founder, and the mindset was already there. And this is not a phenomenon that's only like a technology company comes up with, but it has the soil or the environment, the social environment in China that's during the years of China's fast growth, the expectation is you work hard, you get rewarded bigger, right? But it is extended work hours and the mentality from the boss, the employers, or the capital is longer hours, the more equivalent of a more productivity you got in there, right? So instead of a 40 hours a week, this is 72 hours a week work schedule. You're supposed to get, if not 72, at least something more than 40, right? We can extract from one person's productivity a week. So the expectation was that this is based on the assumption that more hours input from their workers, the more productivity they're going to get. But it may not be true. Actually, from there, it's a lack of social science understanding or how humans tick understanding. Work-life balance is absolutely important throughout the history and world, especially the quote-unquote knowledge workers. And their brains cannot handle 72 hours of intense, deep thinking and solution making, right? You cannot generate ideas if you work that long hours. So this is 996 as the strong message to reflect how crazy the work ethics, it becomes insane over there. Okay, 9 is made of number 8. So actually both 9 and 6 are made of number 8. Can you see the commonality over there? There's 2 vertical lines, the 2 strokes over there. That's our number 8. It's happen to be the separate message over there. The imagery over there. 9 has one horizontal line connecting that, and it's land up kind of asymmetrical. It's not like sitting like a roof right on top of it. Instead, it has this dropping down, tilted on the left side. So that made of number 8 plus 1. 1 is a number 1 horizontal line made of number 9. So that's a logical deduction, right? And then number 6 is made of 8, but we have this circular thing with something like a tip on top of it that opened oval shape with the tip on it is an abstraction of entering. So in a contemporary expression of English, we have this sense of becoming, okay? This is number 6 is becoming 8. So again, this is kind of tied with the Chinese philosophy of this yin and yang. Okay, so out of the 10-digit numbers, actually 9-digit numbers, because 10 is like double digit, it's another magnitude of order. Then this number 6 is considered entering the yin sphere. So I guess from 1 to 5 is the yang. And then the last 4 digits out of the 9-digit is the yin side of things. And the 6 is the beginning of the yin domain. And 8 is the peak, the strongest note of the yin. And so there is this sense of 6 is becoming 8. So 8 is the peak, right? So 6 is the beginning of the curve, so to speak. So if you remember that yin and yang, this S shape, Taiji imagery, so that S curve thing that's changing, keeps morphing, this yin and yang intertwine, and then they keep changing, revert to another. So that 6 is somewhere along the curve that's beginning to from the yang domain to the yin domain and becoming 8. That's kind of abstract, right? So 9986 is the Chinese 72-hour work week. And sorry for the picture quality, but here shows these guys, dark shadows in their eyes to symbolize people who have to work long hours in front of their computers. That's definitely not healthy. I cannot see how unhealthy people be productive and creative, and that's how it was. I hope the situation back right now gets better, but 996 is a well-known thing in China, and that's the capital expectation of employee year. So from employer to employee, but there is this counter, like employees would kind of create their blacklist of which companies expect you to work 996, steer away. So there is this counter movement from the employee to blacklist the employers out there, do that. So this is capital versus labor, this force is kind of 996 is the battleground showing that. All right, thank you for your time. See you next.